Okay, we're back with a parallel circuit, this time with two resistors again, but they are of different sizes. Resistor number 1 is 10 ohms, resistor number 2 is 20 ohms, and it's the same battery size, voltage of 50 volts. So let's use our equation again. We're going to figure out the current, so we're going to say I equals E divided by R, or amperage equals voltage divided by resistance. And let's go ahead and do it for this one. So what is the amperage at this point? Well, it's going to be E, which is 50, divided by R, which is 10, and so that's going to equal 5 amps at this point. Let's try it over here. We're going to do E, which is still 50, divided by R, which is 20, which is going to be equal to 2.5 amps. So we have a total of 5 amps plus 2.5 amps, and that should equal 7.5 amps. That is the total amperage for the circuit. And let's just see if that makes sense. So if we have current coming out of the battery, going across here and up to this resistor, and then leaving this resistor and returning to the battery, that is a current of 5 amps. And if we look at the other branch, leaving the battery, coming along to this resistor, at 2.5 amps, the current returns to the battery, and that is 2.5 amps. And this is a good point to go back and look at the water image, the water metaphor for current. If we think of resistance as being a pile of rocks in a stream, that pile of rocks is going to be resistant to the water flowing over them, to the current. Okay? So if we have just a little bit of resistance, let's say at 10 ohms, the current is going to be 5 amps. But if we have a lot of rocks, in other words, twice as many rocks, 20 ohms, that's really going to reduce the current. And in fact, it's going to reduce it by half, from 5 amps down to 2.5 amps. So what we end up with is 5 amps of current going through the 10 ohm resistor, 2.5 amps of current going through the 20 ohm resistor, and the total current traveling through the circuit is the sum of that, which is 7.5 amps. We'll figure out a little bit later why resistance doesn't seem to work in parallel circuits the same way that it does in series circuits. But that's going to be for a video coming up in just a bit. Thanks for watching.